What's up, Sheesh? I guess it would be me that's in there with you, but with my other YouTube account, my viewer account, rather than my creator account. That's how I monitor my chat while I'm streaming, rather than having a chat overlay on my screen. I only have one screen. I can't have chat up on a second screen unless I use my phone. I'll get the game started here in just a minute. Can you hear me? All right. Looks like audio is coming through. It's just weird because I can't hear anything through my headset. Crank the volume back up. Not entirely sure how long I'll be on tonight. I'm still not feeling entirely great, and I am oddly really, really sore today. Oh, I think this is the right one here. Yep, hammer. There it is. All the way down at the bottom. So we'll load. I probably should have gone back and watched what we did on the last episode or the last stream. I can't recall where we left off and what I had going on. Probably left a Kerbal stranded in space somewhere. Oh wait, I think I've got Kerbals stranded on Duna. And we're supposed to be flying a rescue mission to him, I think. Possibly. Find out in a minute. Hello, Sheesh. How are you? Welcome along. We don't want to be here just yet. I think we want to be back here. And doing all right, man. Doing all right. Tracking station. I'm trying to figure out what we left behind, if anything. All right, that one, believe, is satellite. That's a satellite. Duna. Do we have on Duna? Yes, we have Corman. Kerman. Still left on Duna. Do we have anybody in transit to recover Corman from Duna? What is this? Something on or around Minmus. That's not going to be helpful. And you... what's your flight situation? Orbital, 2,800 kilometers. Almost 2,900 kilometers up. Moving a little over a kilometer a second. 5,000 delta V left. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Not. We kind of need some lights on some of these things. We're in the shadow of Kerbal. Yeah, that's just a probe on that. So, looks like we need to be building a rocket. Do not default. Focus. You are crash landed. That's Corman. Kind of looks like a Kerbal, doesn't it? Okay, well, so I guess that is where we need to be then. Let's go back to the KSC. We'll take a look at mission control real quick, see what we've got going on here. Oh, better signal. Getting farther out into the what? Kerbal system. We're going to need to set up communications to keep getting signals. Set up a vessel with a probe core and an antenna with a minimum range of 86 gigameters around Joule. Oh look, hey, we got one. Fuel station in orbit. Oh, that's what that was. Yeah, well, takes. You have a stream recommendation for me, Sheesh? What's that? We've been dealing in launch vessels with at least 4 wheels. Lechonker land a vessel on Minmus with a current mass over 200 tons. Lens test. Transmitter return atmosphere survey from Joule. So I've never been to Joule. KSP1, KSP2, never been out that far. Major comms, enter Eve's sphere of influence. So that's going inward. That's another 3,000. Big and Husky, land a vessel on Juno with a mass over 300 tons. Three's company, land on Ike with a crew of 3. Right, that's what we were trying to do. Lethal Company. So I saw your stream earlier, Sheesh, on Lethal Company, and yeah, it wasn't pretty, man. To be honest, it froze up a lot. There was a lot of lag. And you could hear things going on, could hear you talking, could hear the other guys talking, but probably half of the entire stream was spent on one screen, and about 2/3 to 3/4 of what was left was spent on another screen. I don't know if that's the game or if it's your internet connection or your stream settings on your streaming platform, but you definitely had some issues there. Alright. We still have a Kerbal to rescue. Let's go look at R&D, see what we got going. I have 874. We have xenon propulsion, but that's for like distance probes, deep space stuff. Yeah, it's extra small. These are all fuel. Those are small diameter. Radial xenon gas. Yeah, so this is deep space stuff. And I can't get the modular launchers, which gives me the big SRB that I really, really want. So maybe... Autonomous sampling. Oh, it gives me more rover stuff. Makes sense. This is right after rovers. Okay, so not much here to do. I guess it's over to the VAV. So we got two options here. We can build a rocket with and load it with a couple Kerbals to send to Duna to try to rescue Corman. Pick him up, launch, land on Ike with 3 Kerbals, the 2 that we send to rescue, and Corman himself. Was it playable for you though, Sheesh? Like during your stream, was the game playable, or was it just a YouTube issue? That means we got to take that, and that has to land on Duna. So it was playable for you, so that sounds like the issue is on YouTube's end, or at least on what YouTube is receiving from you. So there's a couple options. You can turn down your video or your streaming bit rate in your settings. Or get better internet. That's the other option. I don't know what you've got for internet where you're at, but I know I had similar issues with my streams to YouTube prior to being where I'm at, and it was the internet. It had nothing to do with my PC. It had nothing to do with the games I was playing. It had nothing to do with my settings in OBS. So you do have OBS. May have been OBS. And it could have been, and if it's OBS, then it's probably your streaming bitrate settings. Those are adjustable and can help with that a little bit. We need a heat shield. We need a decoupler. Right. So under this, we've got not only to land on Duna, but take off from Duna with an extra Kerbal, land on Ike, and get all 3 of them back to Kerbin. That is a tall order. And then we have to build something to get all of that to Duna to begin with. Alright, so we're going to be landing on Duna. That means we need fuel tank. Probably what engines do we have for this? Nothing great. Got the skipper. We've got the mainsail. The skipper may be enough for Duna. Or, see, what does the skipper give us? Just give it all of it. Skipper gives us, it weighs 3 tons, gives us 600 kilonewtons of thrust at vacuum, 5.25 in a single atmosphere. And I know Duna's atmosphere is considerably lower. I don't have any recommendations for you, Sheesh. I don't know what you've got in your library, man. The swivel, it's 215 in a vacuum, 188 in atmosphere. Of course, we know Duna's atmosphere is a lot thinner than Kerbin's. But it would take, let's see, 4 of those, 2, 3, 360. 378, 376, doubled, 750-ish. So if we put 4 of these under here, just get them right out to where they're just to the point of not clipping. Yeah, I like, that works. Can we... Oh, okay. That'll be when I attach the, gotcha. Okay, so I think first, though, we need to put an engine plate. Okay, off. These. Need to extend the length on you a fair bit, just so that I've got the right snap point after I get this, get these engines on here. Yeah. No, good. No, quit it. You can do this. Right there. Engine, structural, engine mount. Let's take coupler. There. Shorten that. Nice if they put like a hot staging ring in this. That would be pretty cool. Just a little bit longer. Let's go 2 meters. Maybe not even 2 meters. 1.9. Looks good. Looks good. Looks like we've got clearance above the decoupler for the engine housing. Okay, so that lands us on Duna, or yeah, you know what I mean. Now, just really need to figure out a better setup for this. There we go. I don't like the way the chat looks there. There we go. Now I can read it. This also needs parachutes. Oh. Needs a few sets of parachutes. Needs some for Duna. But that'll look pretty cool. Still a 1x4 clamshell. Distractions, distractions. Something to not die would be good, yeah? Thinking maybe RCS on this as well. So, fuel tanks, monopellant. Ooh. Medium. Right. In the center of mass of this, we'll get the RCS thrusters. Get some solar panels on that. So this needs to survive. That's probably enough. Surely it's enough. We'll get some batteries. There. Grab another set and put them down here. Now we're looking all properly spaceship-like. Alright, I also would like some way to refuel this if I have the opportunity, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. It's a bummer, because I also think what we're gonna have to do, which is going to be costly to get this all the way to Duna, is will you let me place? Well, sorta. I mean, what? You were there. Okay. And then we're gonna grab some more fuel tanks. Just go with more of what we got here, eh? Oh wait, that's not what we have. That's what we have. That's not what we have. What the what? Quit being weird. There's no way. So is it this one? But that doesn't even look remotely right. What the heck is going on here? Quit it. Quit it. Quit. Drive me batty. Why must you? Quit it. Quit it. Wait, why you not snap to the decoupler, bro? What the? Because all of this down here is engine, and this is an RCS tank. Get off my... Quit, would you? Thank you. I don't know how that's gonna work with the RCS. Could be a little awkward. But, anyways. Definitely don't want those there. We want these. Down here. And what happened? Quit it. Right? That and wait. That and that need to be on the same stage. Okay. Get rid of that. First ones are those. Okay. Should probably pull these in a little bit. We're hopefully not quite catching the RCS. I think we probably are catching it a little bit. Push it out just a touch. Okay. And we'll do the same for these ones. Is it only one? This was only one. Okay. Looks like they are relatively level. Okay. And then under these bad boys, I'm thinking. Oh wait, need to do the this. And those aren't actually perpendicular to each other. That's going to cause a problem. I think it's these ones that are off. Oh, it's the fuel tanks that are off. Got it? And they're still off. There. That's better. Now, we're still the same height. Move you down just a touch. Now you're lower. Are you? Oh yeah, you're definitely lower. Bring it back up. I guess that's about right, isn't it? Okay, cool. I don't know if anybody else is in here. Alright. Fuel lines. First stage to go is that one, so we want that one pumping into that one. And then that one being the second, we want pumping into there. Right? Right. Yes. Good. We also need landing struts. Ground. Landing. Big. And deployed. They might not actually clear the ground for the engines. Come down, please. That's about as low as that's going to get, though, isn't it? Because that is on that bearing, and that bearing gets deployed, my legs go with it, I bet. Aerodynamics, do some nose cones on this bug. Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll throw some nose cones on this bad boy. Hey. What? Can I? What? What? Make it be weird. We need some engines on this. Oh, what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Fuel lines get messed up. That's there. That's not. Why is that not? What? Still some bugs with the game. Still some bugs. Alright, so we want all of this on the same stage. Get our fuel lines back. And which one was the first one? That one. I'm not even worried about pretty right now. I just want to get this thing built and launched. It's taking entirely too much time. Alright. That's our Mars lander. Okay. Or Duna. We also want to grab, did I not unlock it? Ah, XL, or 16. So that's going to be our coming home. Slow down and not burn up in the atmosphere. Hopefully, parachute. We're also going to have a set of drogues on here to help slow us down on re-entry. Where's the hatch? There's the hatch. What are you doing? Why are you going backwards? Ugh, weird. Alright, put that there. This is primarily a rescue mission. It'd be nice if we could get some science when we get over there. But, you know, I'm not overly concerned about science right now. I just want to rescue Corman. Dispel this notion that I am frivolous with my Kerbal lives. So that's going to be our re-entry to Kerbin. This is going to be our entry, launch, entry. So entry to Duna, launch from Duna, entry to Ike, launch from Ike, and return to Kerbin, all with this little bit, theoretically. Which means we also probably need like a bunch of parachutes just to keep this thing uh, or help this thing land when it gets to Duna. That's the biggest one I got there. 25 drogue. Okay, there it goes. Three, four, five. Yeah, that's good enough. And probably also some more over here. Oh, that's not going to work there, is it? Grr. We want to make sure when we get to Duna that we're going to land really well. You should be able to change your... Oh. You probably can. Don't listen to me. I'm tired. I'm cranky. What? What just happened?